You won't admit you love me, and so how am I ever to know? You always tell me, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. A million times I've asked you, and then I ask you over again. You only answer, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. If you can't make your mind up, we'll never get started. And I don't want to wind up being parted, broken hearted. So if you really love me, say yes. But if you don't, dear, confess. And please don't tell me, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. If you can't make your mind up, we'll never get started. And I don't want to wind up being parted, broken hearted. So if you really love me, say yes. But if you don't, dear, confess. And please don't tell me, perhaps, 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 perhaps.
Our contract with We Textbooks is up for renewal.
Perhaps.
If we renew our contract, we will get a 14% discount. As the board's foreign language committee rep, I recommend that we renew the We contract because of the excellence of the textbooks, but also because we will save the taxpayers valuable money.
Thank you, Mr. Del Tufo. I now open the issue to the public before we vote. Yes, Bernard.
Thank you, Ms. Parikh. Unless the goals of this board are for us students to become expatriates in Paris, Montpellier, or some Franco-African nation, it is plain irresponsible to indoctrinate us with the French language. As I stressed in 2014, Chinese is the language of the future. I implore the board to fulfill its elected civil duty and do what is in the best interest of the students. Stop teaching French and begin teaching Chinese.
Let's put it to a vote then. All those in favor of us renewing our contract with We, say aye. Those opposed, say nay.
Aye.
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 Aye. The ayes have it.
If my role is to be town crier, so be it. I will inform my fellow citizens of this deprivation of duty in an op-ed.
Our next order of business is the awarding of our future leaders of Livingston.
I propose we delay this discussion until our next meeting. Otherwise, we'll be here all night.
This is what happens when you teach French.
C'est la vie.
We're coming down, 10. Come on, 10 now.
Good evening, Grandpa.
How was the meeting?
As usual, it was an insult to reason. You should accompany me sometime and lecture these amateur officiants on true public service.
No, thank you. I couldn't stand the indigestion I'd get from watching those nincompoops who replaced your grandmother. Well, I just lost. You want to play the winner?
Do wish I had a moment to spare, but I must reside to my room to draft a fulminating letter in regards to the board's continuously sinister appropriation.
Well, find a little time to do your homework.
Priorities, Grandpa. To all concerned citizens of the township of Livingston, the time to be apathetic has ceased. Rise up and join me in fighting the policies of the Board of Education. Rise up.
Galeo, galere, galu.
Sweetie. How'd you sleep?
I slept fine, and you?
Glad one of us slept. Oh, did you see the skirt I brought home from set?
Yeah, I did. Thank you.
You know, the show stylist says that it's very popular with teenagers. I thought maybe you'd like to wear it.
I like it a lot, but I think I'm just going to stick with jeans. They're a little bit more comfortable to study in.
All right. Maybe on the weekend.
Yeah, or maybe for my next recital or something.
No, I'm not going to call him back. You tell him the role is the rapist, and if he doesn't want to play it, there's 1,000 actors in New York who would love to have Law & Order SVU on their credits. What's next?
That's it for your to-do list. Anything else?
What's the call time tonight?
8:15.
We've got to move Marishka's call back by 30 minutes. She's got another Joyful Heart fundraiser. What's next?
This weekend.
No, I'm not going to LA. We weren't even nominated. I only do award shows I'm going to win.
Morning, Bernard.
I have an op-ed that cannot be ignored.
We have a lot of submissions this week. I can't guarantee it can get into the publication.
I implore you to do your best. Save the diatribes about the farmer's market and spaying local pets for a time when the future of this town is not in jeopardy.
Well, I'll see what I can do. I may have to cut it a little for space.
If edits are mandatory, I leave it to your journalistic wisdom to harness the true spirit of the piece.
Thank you, Bernard.
I bid you good day.
Bye-bye.
Hello, junior class. I'd like to remind everyone that the Student Council meets after school every other Tuesday. During the first 2 marking periods, we had pretty low attendance, so hopefully we can pick it up for the rest of the year. And if you have any suggestions for myself or any other elected officer, please fill out a suggestion sheet and put it in the box in the library. Thank you, everyone, and good luck today.
Thank you, Veronica. As you all know, today you will be receiving your class ranking from 1 to 382, based on your freshman and sophomore year GPAs, as well as your GPA from the first 2 marking periods of this year. If your last name begins with A through G, please see Mrs. Greenberg at the front of the auditorium. H through Q, see me in the back. And R through Z, see Mr. Purdy up here on stage. Good luck, everybody. Neil Keller and Kinder. In the climb. Veronica Krause. Brooke Cunin. Britt Lowry. John LaRue.
Number 2.
Emma Lazarus. I don't know what to tell you, Veronica. You and the number 1 ranked student have identical transcripts, except for the fact that he or she got an A in gym in the 2nd marking period of your sophomore year, and you got an A-.
That marking period, I had tendinitis in my hand from writing thousands of thank you letters on behalf of the Special Olympics. It hindered my ability to climb the rope in gym. Furthermore, I was under the impression that volunteering for the Special Olympics was extra credit.
But it wasn't.
Well, it was implied that it was. Why else would I have volunteered?
I would hope, because you like to help the less fortunate.
The year's not over. What if number 1 was to get caught cheating?
The ranks are final.
Or to die. What if they were to die?
Veronica, we're not going to wish harm to another student. There's absolutely nothing we can do to change this.
Principal Greeley, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but
I'm sorry, Veronica.
72% of white females accepted to Yale University graduate #1 in their class.
But we grade on a curve.
By being #2, I have a 72% chance of not getting into Yale. I need to be #1.
It's not up to me. It's the system.
Well, the system sucks! I suck! #2 sucks!
Yeah. What pride was it?
Those 5176. Would you like help out to your car today, honey?
No.
Paper or plastic?
Neither. I use canvas.
Attention shoppers. Time is precious. That's why we define one-stop shopping. You can shop for groceries, fire scent flowers.
Total 1614?
That is correct. I did the tabulation in my head, and it concurs with your register.
All right. Thank you for shopping at ShopRite.
Thank you. However, I could not help but notice you did not offer me assistance out to my vehicle. Is it because I'm younger and more able-bodied than the previous customer? You're a new ShopRite employee, aren't you?
That's right. Is this your car?
Yes. It's a bicycle. I will give you the benefit of the doubt and assume you've never taken physics, because by placing all the weight of the groceries on my left handlebar, you are disturbing the equilibrium of my bicycle. If I'm following proper riding laws, as I always do, I will surely veer to the left, potentially causing harm to myself or to others.
Dude, what's your deal?
I was merely trying to give you a lesson in Newton's law. Good day.
One more thing I want to tell you. The night that cried.
Next customer, please.
Salutations, Post Worker Wesley.
B, man. I told you, just call me Wesley.
May I have my mail, please? I misplaced my key.
Sure, no problem. Something just came in today, I think.
Thank you.
Booyah! The China Express has arrived.
That's not anything like the language.
I mean, I just guessed. Next customer, please.
What mysteries have you to say for yourself today, Taiyu, my peaceful reign? I am now, Taiyu. I am now.
Is the old jersey and why government to make a new one? Was it peaceful revelation?
What am I supposed to do, Mom?
Sweetie, on Law and Order, we take real stories from actual headlines. And if that's taught me anything, it has taught me that sometimes laws are wrong. And they're going to stay wrong until someone brave enough comes along to change them. Come here. It's all right.
If Middle East turbulence continues, as most Washington think tanks predict, will save taxpayers an exuberant amount of money.
Thank you for your input. So, we'll look into green bus
Furthermore,
companies.
I'd like to propose integrating a bikes and books program in which students are loaned bicycles by the school district for their educational commute. I thank you for your time.
Any other new business? Yes.
Please come forward, young lady.
Your name, please.
Hi, my name is Veronica Corrales, LHS Junior Class President. I'd like to propose the immediate abolishment of high school class ranking. Less than 35% of high schools in the country currently use a ranking system. That's down to 22% over the last decade. And Livingston is in the shrinking minority of schools left in the nation who rank students. And I...
This crime wave is an epidemic.
Before you continue, Ms. Krause, I should point out that we debated this topic last year, and the board voted 3-2 in favor of keeping class rank. The board was comprised of the same 5 members, so I'm afraid it's a lost cause unless someone's changed their minds. Has anyone changed their minds? I'm sorry, Ms. Krause. It seems as if class rank is here to stay.
Is there any other new business?
We need to consider setting a date this spring for the Board of Education election.
What we need to consider are bids on the refinishing of the boardroom door if Bernard is going to keep banging his bicycle into it.
How was your meeting?
It was okay.
Okay? With a question mark?
Okay with the question mark.
Honey, what are you... Signal, please. Okay. Slow down.
Hi, Bernard. I was at the school board meeting with you and I saw what happened to your bike. Do you want to ride home?
I appreciate the offer. However, I must decline as I am vowed to keep my carbon footprint to a minimum.
This is a hybrid.
Bernard, this is my mom. Mom, this is Bernard Flanagan.
Nice to meet you.
The feeling is mutual. You have raised an excellent class president.
Thank you. Very proud of her.
So, where do you live, Bernard?
On Longacre Drive, the street behind Pepper Ridge Farms.
Blinker before we merge onto traffic. There you go.
How is it that you're a junior and already have your driver's license?
Oh,
You held back a grade?
No, I only have my learner's permit.
It's the type of information one should reveal before offering a ride.
No, don't worry. I'm a very good driver.
Slow down.
Do you go to a lot of Board of Ed meetings?
I have not missed one since 2007.
Wow.
What? You must have been a child.
I started attending board meetings when I was 8 years old. My grandmother instilled in me the importance of education. My house is up here on the left.
When was the last time you cut your grass?
Allowing nature to take its course is a practice the world needs to embrace. 1,000 thank yous for the ride.
Of course.
What an interesting person. Is he smart?
I'm not sure what he is.
How come I always gotta ride in the back?
I'm sorry, Grandpa, but your days of piloting the yellow submarine have passed. If proper bike lanes existed, you could make a strong...
Why don't we have bike lanes? You ought to have bike lanes.
Well, I'm currently working on that agenda.
Good afternoon, Bernard.
I brought you a letter urging all Livingstonites to take to the streets in support of our Guatemalan cousins commuting program.
Well, see if I can find space for it on the op-ed page. Would your grandfather like something to drink?
Grandpa, would you like a refreshment? I believe the editor-in-chief is concerned you may suffer a stroke.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
No, thank you.
What's he reading?
What are you reading?
Rome Before the Ruins, Panamera.
I love Rome!
Should have seen him before it was ruined.
Are there any other questions I can assist you with?
No, I don't think so.
And I bid you a good day.
Good day, Bernard.
We don't want Girl Scout cookies.
Actually, it's a cake, and it's free.
Free? Why? What's in it?
It's chocolate chip swirl with walnuts.
Walnuts. My wife was a wonderful baker. She used to make a cake just like that. She always used buttercream frosting. Needs more walnuts.
Got it.
Lunar New Year arrives. Year of the red fire monkey. Lucky
Bernard,
to make change.
the baker, says she knows you.
Hi. Sorry to just drop by like this.
Please come in and remove your footwear. May I offer you a glass of lactose-free milk?
I'm okay. This actually, it's not a social visit. I'm here to propose an idea to you. May I take a seat? I'd like you to run for the Livingston Board of Education.
Excuse me?
Both Ms. Parikh and Mr. Del Tufo are running unopposed for the re-election this May. And I'm sure you know their policies are, well, adrift from center. But you could be a springboard for new ideas. I mean, wouldn't you like to see change?
I'm not sure if you're aware, Veronica, but I am only 16 years of age.
No, that's okay. There's no age minimum to be on the board. I checked the bylaws.
May I ask why you don't run yourself? You're the president of our class, and therefore clearly an adept politician.
The Board of Education is a 4-year commitment, and if I won, I couldn't go away to college.
I see. So if I won, I could not go away to college either.
You were planning on going away to college.
The thought had crossed my mind, yes.
Yeah, of course it had. What if you, took a year off? Studies show that students who take a gap year between high school and college do even better when they return to school.
If I was required to stay in New Jersey, I could not only pursue a higher education at one of the Garden State's fine schools, but also continue to look after my grandfather.
Exactly. And plus, you'd make your grandma very proud. I mean, you did say she instilled in you the importance of education, right?
What'd the girl want?
She asked me to run for the Board of Education.
And?
And? I'm going to heed the call.
You sure?
No.
Good. That's the correct answer.
Hello, sir. How are you today?
Okay, first order of business. You need to submit a petition with over 200 signatures to City Council.
My circle of acquaintances is slightly under that threshold.
Well, that is why you have a campaign manager.
Excuse me, ShopRite shopper. May I ask if you are of voting age?
You're sweet.
I thank you for the compliment. May I trouble you to sign my petition to campaign for the Livingston Board of Education?
Yeah, of course.
Are you interested in being informed of several policies I plan to champion?
I'm sorry, I can't now. Got ice cream in my cart.
Surely the melting of your dairy products is not more important than the future education of your child.
We understand you're very busy, so thank you so much for your signature. Have a good day.
No,
thank you.
We don't... Why did you cut me off just then? I was going to give that woman a quick 10-minute summary of our campaign policies.
Because she didn't seem interested in our policies.
Well, I admit I am a neophyte in the field of campaigning, but do we really want the support of the apathetic?
Yes, that is how elections are won.
Very well, then. Let's proceed.
Excuse me, ShopRite shopper. Would you like to be the change you wish to see in the world?
No change. I was quoting Mahatma Gandhi, not asking for nickels.
What are you guys doing here?
I'm collecting signatures to campaign for the Board of Education. I hope to be a breath of fresh air to the Livingston educational regime.
Sweet. It's like the Arab Spring right here in Livingston. Here, let me give you my John Doe. Good luck with the campaign, bro.
Thank you.
How often do you come here?
Whenever my grandfather needs ingredients for a recipe. He's quite an accomplished chef, but he detests supermarkets. Let us continue.
You're running for the Board of Education. I have shoes older than you.
Hey, are you sure you don't want anything?
I'm sure on multiple levels. To name 4, I don't wish to begin a caffeine addiction. 2, I'm on a very strict budget. 3, I don't see a sign guaranteeing that this premium coffee has not been labored at slave wages. And 4thly, I do not support the globalization of mega conglomerates.
But Starbucks is the only coffee shop in town.
So, what is the focal point of this meeting?
Okay, well, there's a few things. Item 1, finances. In order to run a proper campaign, we're gonna need money. How much are you willing to spend on advertising?
I presently survive on an allowance that is, let us say, meager rather than generous.
Okay, well, I guess I can charge the photocopying and the art supplies to my credit card.
You have a credit card?
Okay, item 2. Your name.
What's wrong with my name?
It's a little too formal. From now on, we're gonna call you Bernie.
Bernie.
Yeah, Bernie.
That sounds like a Sesame Street character.
Yeah, and those characters are very likable. Item 3, your appearance.
Pardon me?
We're gonna need you to fix your hair, and you're gonna need to lose the braces, Bernie.
I will do no such thing. And do not call me Bernie.
Congratulations to the LHS boys soccer team, who beat Randolph 3-0 last night, thanks to 2 goals by Robbie McLeod and 1 by David Bonder. The Bears, who are ranked 7th in the Star Ledger, are off to a blazing start this season. Back to you, Zev.
Thanks, Julia. This morning, we have a special announcement from Junior Class President Veronica Krause.
Good morning, Bears. I'd like to ask you to come to the cafeteria today to meet Bernie Flanagan, our fellow Bear who's running for the Livingston Board of Education.
Hello, fellow students.
Yes, and Bernie is finished. Look at Barfnard's haircuts. He said he wants to know what we can do for the school. So please, come to the cafeteria today to meet our future representative on the Board of Education.
Thank you.
Thanks, Veronica. So what's next?
You can get some new uniforms?
Actually, I do not believe there will be room in the budget for athletic fashion upgrades.
What Bernie means is that it isn't one of his main campaign issues. However, he'll definitely look into getting new uniforms.
Why would you make such an outlandish claim about wasting valuable funds on modern-day barbarianism?
We are going to need every vote we can get. Yeah, I didn't make any promises to the football player. I just said we'd look into it. That's what politicians always say. Plus, the only issues the football players are going to care about are football-related issues.
Hey, can we get cigarette vending machines?
I'll look into it.
I'm holding you to that.
Make sure you tell your parents to vote.
I hate my parents.
Bernie, do you know the Bollywood crowd?
I am familiar with the works of Sanam Kapoor. She was marvelous in Asia.
Okay, I'm talking about the Bollywood kids in our grade. Been sitting over there, staring at us.
Yes, I know them. They are in my AP chemistry class.
Oh, you are too funny. I can't.
That was not meant to be funny. I was...
I'm gonna seriously stop. You're too much. Okay, let's go.
If you don't mind me asking, why were you just acting like an unstable
Bernie, look,
person?
you are a politician, okay? You need to seem more human. If people want to vote for someone they'd like to have a beer with.
But I would never drink beer. Alcohol kills brain cells, and legally I cannot drink for 5 more years.
All I'm saying is it couldn't hurt to make people think you can make girls laugh.
Of course I can make girls laugh.
亲爱的大鱼，你知道，当第一件雨送第二件事是什么吗？我终于你在吵架过经验。好了，说上期的，我要和你完成一个学习。我一种是认为 ，Livingston 教育部的核心人。 民主是一切美丽的瓜的鸟，照顾者。为了应对这数位，我必须打算按这个你是大个的规管。Bernard.
The Cornish hen is divine, Grandpa.
How your grades been this marking quarter?
Grades are so trivial. These days I'm focused on my campaign for the Board of Education.
Question is, why are you doing this? 2 years you'll be going off to college.
If I'm elected, I promise to attend the finest university within a commutable distance from Livingston. Many of the top universities in the nation are in the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area.
Who's gonna vote for you?
According to my campaign manager, as many people as I can get. We had differing opinions on this matter, but I bow to her wisdom.
Does she have a PhD in political science? Did you ever teach at one of New Jersey's finest institutions of higher learning? Or did you work as a consultant for Michael Dukakis in 1988?
No. But she has a credit card.
Right. That's what politics are today, money.
I hope I have not hurt your feelings.
I can get over it if you play shuffleboard with me tomorrow.
You have a deal. Have a nice day.
Hey, you think like 6 of my friends and I could share a room so we pay less?
Unfortunately not. We had to sign a contract with the lodge to abide by all rules and regulations.
That blows.
Yeah. Make sure you sign the waiver form on the back page.
What kind of skis do you have?
Dinosaur Speed Cross?
The vertical sidewalls on those give the skis excellent edge grip and balance. However, for an all-mountain ski, I find the bindings to be subpar when compared to the Atomic Black ITs.
The Atomics are pretty dope. Catch you later, Bernie.
You ski?
Of course. I was an East Coast Junior Olympian in kindergarten. My parents coached the team until they were killed by an avalanche.
Your parents were killed by an avalanche?
Yes. Unfortunately, avalanche balloons were not commonplace in 2006. Do you ski?
No, but my dad's been saying for years that he's gonna take me to Tahoe.
Well, there are plenty of great mountains on the East Coast as well.
Yeah, but he lives in California.
Veronica, if you don't ski, why are you organizing this ski trip?
Well, because it'll look good on my transcript to Yale. I organize activities all the time that I have no interest in.
So Yale is your top choice?
Yeah, they have by far the most renowned history program in the country.
I did not realize you were such a history buff.
Actually, I find history to be pretty boring. It's just that history is the best major to have when applying to law school.
So you want to be a lawyer?
No, I want to be a Supreme Court justice.
That is a very impressive career goal. I personally believe the Supreme Court is the most influential branch of our democracy.
Did you know that every member on the current Supreme Court bench graduated from either Harvard or Yale? If I go to both, I'll be on a great path towards the Supreme Court.
I thought Justice Ginsburg graduated from Columbia.
She did, but she actually started law school at Harvard and then transferred to Columbia. You know she was the first woman ever to be on the Harvard Law Review and the Columbia Law Review?
I have no doubt you'll be successful in your venture. However, a word of advice for when you are on the Supreme Court: never accept a Coke from Clarence Thomas.
You're gross, Bernie. Do you think Barfnard and Virginica are actually dating?
I just ate lunch.
Good afternoon, Bernard.
I have a list of grievances not unlike Martin Luther's 95 Theses.
This is very heavy.
I estimate it'll take up roughly 6 pages of your newsprint.
I only have 10 pages of newsprint.
In your hand, you possess my official declaration of candidacy for the Livingston Board of Education.
You're running for the Board of Education? What does your grandfather feel about your candidacy?
Well, local politics is not his forte. He much prefers shuffleboard.
I'd like to try shuffleboard someday.
Salutations, post worker Wesley. First class international mail, please. Here's my customs form.
Hey, we go through this every time, man. You should use a padded envelope to protect your tape.
Out of principle, I refuse to pay extra money for air wrapped in non-recyclable plastic.
Okay, but I can hook you up with some bubble wrap. Something that your special lady will enjoy just popping. Let me get you another one. Yeah, there you go. I'm really glad you're not just emailing your lady. There's something special about receiving that letter in the mail. Like the first time you see a baby deer born, and he shoots right out of his mom, and all that little stuff falls out and gets messy everywhere. Can't buy that feeling. An email just doesn't cut it.
Agreed. Also, I don't wish to share the contents of our relationship with the NSA.
Yeah, you shouldn't, because they're watching. They're watching right now.
Put the fluff down, Bernard. Start stretching. Jehovah's.
Actually, I believe that may be a guest I invited over.
We have a game, bud.
Hello, Bernard. I hope I'm not too early.
Please come in.
Thanks.
Grandpa, this is the editor-in-chief of the Livingston Weekly. Editor-in-chief, this is my grandfather, Oswald.
Madam?
Very pleased to meet you.
What's in the bag?
Ice cream?
You churn it yourself?
My friends Ben and Jerry.
What kind of ice cream?
Chocolate chip cookie dough.
That is my grandfather's third favorite kind.
Fourth?
Pay him no heed. He thinks vanilla and vanilla beans should be categorized separately.
They should be. Shall I put it in the freezer?
Yes, please. Right through here.
Thanks.
What's going on? Every woman comes here wants to bring us sweets.
It is the year of the monkey, Grandpa.
Well, it appears my grandson brought a hustler to our yard. You must be on the shuffleboard circuit.
I swear this is my first time.
So you're a natural?
In some ways.
I was going to take it easy on you. What a sack. Hello.
Hello.
You have
Does
grandchildren?
Bernard play?
Huh?
Does Bernard play?
I would say barely to that question. He's usually too busy with his extracurriculars.
I'm finished.
Wow. I had no idea that you were an artist.
Hardly. Painting is merely my preferred mandatory school elective. Which is yours?
I like orchestra. I play the violin.
Just like Supreme Court Justice Abe Fortas.
Yeah.
So, what is our next campaign maneuver?
Okay, well, we need to get the posters around town and get your name out there. What are the 5 most highly trafficked spots in Livingston?
But I would venture to guess the mall, ShopRite, the drugstore, the post office, and the hospital.
Maybe we skip the hospital? I don't want people to associate Bernie Flanagan with emergency rooms.
That seems prudent.
Bernard! Jehovah's!
You know, your yard could use some TLC.
Ma'am?
Tender loving care.
Hey, who's that?
That's my Aurora Borealis.
You have a girlfriend?
Yes, I'm in a committed, long-distance, loving, monogamous relationship.
Wow. How'd you guys meet?
We've been pen pals since the 4th grade. It was a social studies assignment.
Yeah, in Mr. Dubrov's class.
Exactly. Your pen pal was from Finland. I believe her name was Evelina.
Evelina. You were in that class?
I sat directly behind you. Your side ponytail was a constant hindrance to seeing the blackboard.
You remember my side ponytail? Cool.
Oh, hi, honey. Did you two have fun?
Yeah, I think so. It's kind of hard to tell with Bernie.
What do you think about long-distance relationships?
Let me put it like this. Everyone I know who's moved from New York to LA for their career has wound up ending it with their significant other.
So they usually never, ever work out?
Didn't for me and your dad.
Oh, like this portrait. It's like Singer Sargent meets Edward Hopper.
You're familiar with the 20th century American realism movement?
Yeah, I studied it in college.
Come on, sweetie. Hi,
Oh,
Bernard.
that's my mom. I gotta go. I have a violin lesson. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Dude, your girlfriend is pretty chill.
She's my campaign manager. My girlfriend lives in China.
China? Out of sight, out of mind, bro. Condoms are on aisle 6, if you know what I mean.
Bernie, bro. You're so right about the Dynastar bindings.
I hope you heal quickly.
Thanks, man. Definitely taking your advice next year. How much are the candygrams?
Oh, well, 1 is $2, 2 are $3, 3 are $4. The more you buy, the more you save.
I'll take 2.
Great.
There you go.
Thank you. By the way, Bernie, told my parents to vote for you, bro.
Thank you.
You got it.
Would you like to buy a candygram?
Oh, unfortunately, I do not have $2 to spare today.
Well, this one is on me. Feel free to give it to whoever you want.
This Friday night, the Drama Club is putting on a musical adaptation of Stanley Kubrick's seminal film, Full Metal Jacket. Tickets are $5 at the door, and I hope to see you guys all there. Thanks.
Thank you, Jared.
Emily, you're up next. Mr. Rubel, cell phones away, please. You know better than that.
Hey, I heard you're having a party after the play.
Yeah, it's sort of just for the cast of the show. But I guess anyone can come.
Great.
We're tired of using those gross ones.
Can I come?
We think they're the reason half the team have
Sure.
this year. The cost will be $8 for a car and $10 for an ambulance.
You look cute.
Bye, Mom.
Have fun.
Hello.
Hi.
Organizing a town hall meeting was a great idea.
Thank you. You can take your helmet off now.
Welcome to Nam.
Thanks. Oh, I brought pretzels.
What's up? So, you guys want some Merlot?
Alas, I shall pass, as I rode my bike here, and as a politician, cannot risk getting a BUI.
Right. You want some Veronica?
Oh, no, I can't. I made all student council members sign a sobriety pact. So.
All right. Well, you two have fun.
We will, thanks.
This isn't a town hall meeting, is it?
Technically, it's a party.
That's why you're looking so stylish.
Well, yeah.
I thought that maybe this could be a good chance for you to get your face out there.
I understand. So who should I put my face in front of first? So my plan would be to close the auxiliary gym and convert it into a meditation garden / greenhouse.
Whoa. That sounds awesome.
I believe it could be a great escape between class periods. A place for students to perform Tai Chi and have a safe haven for inner reflection.
And we could grow some stuff in there.
Exactly, yes.
I'm totally gonna tell my old man to vote for you. Thanks, bro. Good luck, bro.
Are you in high school?
Used to be.
Yes, I guess it almost is.
Is it getting a little hot in here to you?
Well, the warmth is probably due to the blatant fire law violation in this clearly overcapacity room.
Maybe we should get some fresh air.
Actually, if you'll excuse me, I need to use the facilities.
It's Veronica.
Veronica.
Yeah.
Did you bring Bernie here?
Yeah. Is he like your boyfriend?
Well, not like officially or anything.
Is it true that he was a test tube baby?
I heard he was a narc.
As if he was arrested in like 6th grade for hacking into the FBI's website or something.
Guys, come on, you're student council reps. You're not supposed to be drinking.
Chill out, Veronica. We're just having some fun.
Maybe you're the narc.
Did you check out her chopsticks?
Busted.
Where's my son? I'm here, Mom.
What in God's name are you wearing?
It's from a play that I was in.
Jesus Christ. I thought we've talked about this whole theater thing.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me. Are you the homeowners? Perfect. May I suggest you place a small plastic bag weighted with pebbles into your toilet tank? Displacing water in this manner allows you to save 5 to 10 gallons a day. It's both good for the environment and fiscally responsible.
Who the hell are you?
My name is Bernard Flanagan, and I'm running for the Board of Education. There's no need to worry, I sanitized.
Bye, Veronica. Bye, Bernie.
I believe that went moderately well.
Is it true you once hacked into the FBI's website?
Of course not. It was the EPA.
All right, break it up, kid.
Good night.
Good night.
Mom, what's the best way for me to make a friend into more than a friend?
Well, do you remember when Hayden got together with Benson?
Yes, of course.
Of course, Hayden thought Benson was beautiful and charming, but he also found her to be mysterious. She hadn't had a serious love interest in 13 seasons. Don't ask me why. Anyway, Hayden knew that it was going to take a lot of work to get Benson to see him in a romantic light. He's willing to put in that effort, even if it meant stretching the boundaries of their working relationship. Like when he met her at her favorite donut shop and wooed her on her own home turf. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
What are you doing?
Cutting your grass.
Well, I can see that, but why?
Because it'll help you fit in the community better. It's another part of your self-political transformation, you know, like changing your name and restyling your hair.
Well, I appreciate the thought, but annihilating an ecosystem for political appearances is not my modus operandi.
Relax. Look at the yard. Needs a little TLC. That's what she's doing.
TLC?
Yeah. Bernard, think of it as a controlled burn. You know what a controlled burn is?
Yes.
Okay. It's when you put fire to the forest.
I know what a
so the
controlled burn
vegetation.
is.
Well,
Right.
that's good.
Yes. Okay. So.
Oh, by the way, I found this in your grass.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you, man.
Why is it we're always meeting at this franchise I so disdain?
Because you need to show the community that you're one of them.
Very well. Let's proceed. So what is our first order of business for today?
Who do you think is the prettiest girl in our class?
I don't see how that relates to the campaign.
The meeting hasn't started yet. So who's the prettiest?
Beauty in itself is such an abstract concept.
Well, you clearly like Asians, right?
One could say I am a connoisseur of more ethnic women, yes. However, my palate is not always preferential to the Asian continent.
Well, what about me? Do you think I'm pretty?
Yes, Veronica. I think you have a beautiful mind and a beautiful body. So can we get back to the campaign now?
Yes, of course. Item 1, winning the support of the Livingston Weekly. The paper will be endorsing 2 candidates. It is imperative that they back you.
I believe I may have inadvertently started towards that goal already.
Good. Now take it up a notch.
Grandpa, what is on your schedule for this fine Saturday?
Saturday? Breakfast. Lunch. Maybe a nap. Shuffleboard. And dinner.
Could you squeeze a voyage to the cinema, somewhere to your hectic itinerary?
Can you promise me it won't be 3D?
Hope you don't think that low of me. I go to the cinema for the stories. If I wanted to feel as if a bird or ball were flying at my face, I'd simply go to the park, save myself $16.
I'm in.
Wonderful. Would you mind if I invited a friend?
Oh, boy.
If you will excuse me, I have a sudden craving for Smarties.
Have you ever been to Paris?
My wife and I always talk about it. Never found the time.
My husband took me for our 25th wedding anniversary.
Is it really the most romantic city in the world?
Well, I haven't been everywhere, so I couldn't say.
If you could do the writing, where do you see yourself going next?
I've heard that Lithuania is lovely in the spring.
Lithuania. Wow. A long walk from here to Lithuania.
Oswald, would you like to come to dinner on Monday?
Well, Monday's not good for Bernard.
Well, I thought maybe it could just be the 2 of us. I think we're old enough not to need a chaperone.
Why are we doing this? It's months away from anyone's birthday.
You should need a special occasion to see people that you love.
Hello, grandmother. Hello, mother. Hello, father.
Hi, y'all. Brought you some sunflowers today.
To borrow from the Jewish tradition, I have brought rocks to place on your graves to signify my enduring love and memory of you. I come bearing some exciting news. I'm now an official candidate for the Livingston Board of Education.
You know what he also has? He also has a girl who comes by the house, and they go to his bedroom.
Her name is Veronica Krause. She's my campaign manager. Grandpa also has a new friend.
Yeah, I got a new pair of shoes, Liz. What was it? 98, where you bought me that pair of shoes look kind of like this? Well, these are new. They don't fit as good as yours, darling, but they're... I like them.
Why didn't you tell everybody about the editor-in-chief?
There's nothing to tell.
So everything is on pace for the junior prom. We put a down payment on the caterer, and the DJ has agreed to play lyric
I'm sure everything will be perfect, Veronica. My only question is, who's going to be your lucky date?
Hello, junior class. I'd like to thank Principal Greeley for allowing us to hold this pep rally today. For the first time in my 3 years at LHS, we're gathered here not to cheer on a sport or an athlete, but rather to show our support for a selfless member of our student body. Please put your hands together for the next member of the Livingston Board of Education, Bernie Flanagan.
Thank you, Livingston High School. Next month, I will be representing us, the students, in the Board of Education elections. I ask that all of you who can not only vote, but also encourage your parents or guardians to do the same. Next week, I will be engaging in a political debate with the other candidates at the spring PTA meeting. I hope that you come and show your support. If your parents see your fervor for education, we can only hope it will inspire them to cast a ballot for change. Since I declared my candidacy, I have heard from so many of you. Your ideas and concerns resonate with me. For example, there is David Shankles, a freshman, who would like for all students to have iPads or Kindles or some form of PDF reader. David is tired of carrying around his books, as I'm sure most of you are. This is 2016, and we have an opportunity to save not only our backs, but also thousands of trees. And then there is Sally Stevenson, a sophomore, who asked me to look into more field trips. Livingston is a throwing distance from New York City and some of the best museums in the world, yet how many of you have ever been to the Natural History Museum? Please go ahead and raise your hand if you have. Please lower your hands if you went with your family. As I suspected, I, for one, think the township should be ashamed. And finally, there is Russell Watler, a senior, who suggested to me that in the nurse's office there should be a basket full of free condoms. Students are mature enough to vote and fight in wars, so surely they should be mature enough to have protected sex, am I right? So please, go home and tell your parents to vote for me, Bernie Flanagan, to be your voice on the Livingston Board of Education. Shall we begin the debate, Prop?
Yes. What's your opinion on school vouchers?
I think they're a good thing in the free market economy. Public education could use the competition, especially in lower income areas.
Name 3 things you would cut from the school budget.
French, all processed foods from the cafeteria, the Gifted and Talented program in elementary school.
You would cut gifted and talented? Yeah, I was in gifted and talented.
As was I. However, I'm confident telling 90% of elementary school children that they do not qualify for GNT is not a very good thing for childhood development.
Yeah, that's great. Can we just stop for just 1 second, please? Okay. I gotta catch my breath. Yeah, why do we have to prep while jogging?
Studies show the brain is at its sharpest while physically active. Are you ready for some sit-ups?
Are you serious? Oh, no. 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 Can I tell you something?
Of course.
I got an A- in gym last year.
There's nothing wrong with any
Yes.
minus.
There is. That A- screwed up my GPA, and because of it, I'm number 2 in our class.
It's okay to not be number 1.
Not if you want to go to Yale. Okay. Oh, no.
You owe 4 sets of 20.
PD, anyone? They need to get a room.
When is it your turn?
After your 4 sets of 20.
Hello, you've reached the Flanagans. Be brief.
Hello, Oswald? It's Barbara. I was just wondering if you'd like to come over later for dinner. I'm making fajitas. Also, next week, there is a lecture at the library on Russian oligarchs. I thought you might be interested. In any case, give me a call, you know, one way or the other. Well, okay. Bye.
What's your stance on teacher tenure?
I don't like it. I respect teachers and think they should be paid a better wage. However, I also think they should be judged on their annual performance, just like every other profession.
I love that dress.
It's quite lovely.
Hypothetically speaking, if you were to take anyone to junior prom, who would you take?
Of course I would take Taiyue.
Right. I meant someone local.
Well, hypothetically speaking, if I didn't have a girlfriend who lived 10,000 miles away, I would take you. And who would you take to the prom? Hypothetically speaking.
Guess I would take you too.
We should probably get going. I have a number of errands to run before the debate.
Yeah, no, me too.
You shouldn't smoke marijuana, Mike.
Next.
Hi, Wesley. I have some letters to mail.
Oh, what are all these?
Well, just some campaign literature about Bernie. I'm sending flyers out to every registered independent in Livingston.
Oh, man, Bernie sure is lucky to have you on his side.
Thank you.
How's he holding up? He hasn't been in a while and his PO box is overflowing.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Here. He gave me his key and a signed authorization to pick it up. He's been super busy lately. Is that okay?
Yeah, it should be fine. And this checks out. Okay, let me go grab it for you. I'll be right back.
Great, thank you.
Hey, Evelyn, you going to lunch?
Hell yeah.
Catfish, tuna fish, all kinds of fish. All right, here we go.
Thank you so much.
Good luck. Have a good one.
See you.
Hello, Bernard. I hope you're nice. This is hard to say, but I think we will see other people.
She's breaking up with him.
Be far away hard, very hard. And now, study abroad. Our love drifts like a lantern at the moon festival. Lantern fly in air like a big firefly. Very beautiful. Then disappear in sky and often is patchy. Water buffalo.
Good evening. We could all take our seats, please, and settle in. Thank you very much. First off, I want to welcome everyone here tonight as well as the viewers at home who are watching on public access. Tonight's format will be very simple. If you have a question for the candidates, raise your hand, and I will call on you. So who wants to start us off tonight with the first question? Yes, in the back.
Ms. Parikh, I would like to know, what would your major goals be if you are reelected?
My major goal would be to ensure that every school in the district meet the Blue Ribbon of Excellence standard. If we can accomplish this feat, we will have done a lot of little things right.
I would like my 1-minute rebuttal. That is in accordance with Lincoln Douglas style debate.
Wait a second.
This is a question.
Marisha's sick. I'm gonna have to go rearrange the whole schedule, honey. I'm so sorry. You know what? Just give me a half hour.
We'll have everyone have a chance for a rebuttal, if they so choose, as long as you keep it to 1 minute. Understood?
Yes, thank you.
1 minute.
To touch upon Ms. Parikh's goal, the current Board of Education has been in place for 5 years. And in that time, only one new school within our district has qualified for the Blue Ribbon of Excellence. However, governmental awards are not what we should be striving for. Our only concern should be an improvement. Livingston's scholastic test scores, though above the national average, have plateaued for 3 years straight. And sure, it's good to be good, but it's better to be the best.
Wow. Father, can I run for Board of Education?
Your choice is clear, Livingston. You can stick with the old regime and continue with the oppression of our students, or you can rise up and demand to be heard. Let the Board of Education know that this town needs new ideas. Out with the old, in with the new.
Very inspiring. We have the next question, please.
Bernard, you were great in there.
I hope it was enough to gain the Livingston Weekly's endorsement.
Well, there are a lot of factors to figure in, so we'll see. But regardless, I am so impressed on how hard you worked on this campaign.
Thank you.
How's your grandfather? I haven't heard from him in a few weeks.
Well, he's been quite busy reading Robert Caro's Tetralogy of President Johnson.
Oh, I see. I see how that might take up a lot of time.
You were amazing! The clear-cut winner.
Do you mind if I steal Bernie for a minute? I just need to talk to him in private.
No, not at all. Go ahead.
Thank you. Come on. I need you to listen to something.
Ni hao, hello, Bernard. I hope you nice. This is hard to say, but I think we will see other people.
I'm so sorry.
Where did you get that tape? You opened my mail?
Just that letter.
That is a federal offense, Veronica.
I know.
You could be fined $10,000 to $25,000 and be faced with up to 3 years imprisonment for what you did.
Sorry.
You could literally never become a Supreme Court justice if I told anybody what you did.
It was a crime of passion, Bernie.
No, do not call me Bernie. My name is Bernard.
Don't you know what this means?
It means you're even more self-centered than I originally thought.
No. No, it means that we can be together.
Be together? I could never be with you. The only person you care about is yourself. Everything you do is about you.
I do things for other people all the time.
Only because you think it'll help you. You organize fundraisers and ski trips, not because you care whether or not other people want it, but because you think it'll look good on your college transcript. And let's be honest, the only reason that you even befriended me in the first place is because you wanted me to get rid of class ranks so that Yale would not know you were not number one. Yes, yes, it is. And you want to know how I know that you only care about yourself? You never even asked me what I was right. So let me tell you, I'm number one.
Why didn't you say anything?
I was trying to help you.
No. No. You are a hypocrite! You are just as selfish as me! Everything you do is about you! You want the school to teach us Chinese is so you can talk to your girlfriend. The only reason you want bike lanes in town is because you are the only one that rides a stupid bicycle! You didn't try helping me, okay? You used me just like I used you.
You betrayed me.
I know I shouldn't have opened that letter, but at least I was honest with you about it. I could have pretended like I had no idea, which is exactly what you did to me. So fuck you!
Damn it!
Hey, Bernie, my older sister's having a party this weekend. You should swing by.
Yeah, it'll be a great opportunity to meet some new voters.
Thank you, but I'm no longer actively campaigning.
So sad.
You lost.
I think Barfnard dumped Virginica.
No, I think Virginica dumped Barfnard.
Hey, very nice shot.
How did you know that you loved Grandma?
About 1,000 different ways. First of all, she was my best friend. Secondly, we met when we were about 12. Didn't start dating until we were 17. And we were inseparable. She not only completed me, but she pushed me in ways that I would never, ever have pushed myself. I was just like a motionless disc, and she was my cue.
I feel like a motionless disc these days.
You know, I have a PhD in political science. But despite that, I think that I might know a thing or two about love. When you find somebody who makes you feel that you want to be a 10, hang on to her. Put your arms around her, keep her next to you for as long as you live. Cherish her. It's as simple as that. And you know what? You'll know the minute it happens to you, and she'll know. Unless she's a jerk.
Not everybody looks good in a little black dress.
I like it a lot, but I don't know if I love it.
Well, forget it then. I only want you to wear a dress you love. Come on, let's keep looking. I think it would look perfect on you. That's your mother.
You have to say that.
Oh. That is stunning. Oh, that would be perfect on you.
Mom, I messed up.
Sweetie, no. Everybody messes up.
No, not you.
Are you kidding? Baby, I mess up all the time.
Me too.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna tell you a story I've never told you. Okay. Back in high school, I was in love with a boy named Kevin Cooper. Oh, he was handsome, kind, talented. He had the lead in the high school musical every year, and he was the captain of the cross-country team. Well, all I wanted was for him to be my boyfriend. So, for the next 3 years, I began to flirt with him. Yet, he only looked at me as a friend. So my senior year, I decided the best way to get Kevin to see me in a romantic light was to flirt with his best friend, Craig. Now, I know it was wrong to use Craig to get to Kevin, but I didn't care. I really liked Kevin. Then one night, at a party, our flirting went a little too far, and we ended up making out.
Did Kevin like you after that?
No, what? He hated me. Turns out he was gay as a French horn, and Craig was his boyfriend. So Craig broke up with him because he cheated with me. Oh, my point is, I hated myself for what I did. Not only did I not get Kevin as my boyfriend, I lost him as my friend.
Did you guys make up after that?
Yeah, we did. Summer after graduation.
What did you do?
Said I was sorry.
Hey, man.
Salutations.
Hey, I saw you on TV. You rocked it.
Thank you.
Hey, are you feeling all right?
Your observational skills are acute.
You want to talk about it?
Like psychotherapy?
I was thinking more like friends. Can I show you something in the back?
These are all originals?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit of everything. Check this out.
You've captured my essence. Where did you learn to paint like this?
Yale.
You went to Yale?
Summa cum laude, bro.
I need a favor.
Why are you wearing oven mitts?
Because the quiche's still hot. Will you buy that?
Come on. Ooh. That was a lot more fun than shuffleboard.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Oh, and a good morning to you, sir.
Did you mix up your medications, Grandpa? You have a certain glow to you this morning.
I'm thrilled to be alive. What's the matter?
The editor-in-chief has assassinated my political aspirations.
Let me see this. What's the matter with this? There has never been a candidate like Bernard K. Flanagan. He would be an influential member of the Board of Education.
Flattery will get me nowhere.
Although we cannot in good conscience endorse him for this position, we have no doubt that we will be hearing his name for years to come. In fact, we think that it would do Bernard a great disservice to shackle him with a 4-year Board of Education commitment instead of allowing him to spread his wings at an out-of-state university. Now, what the hell is the matter with that?
Grandpa, studies show that those who vote are most inclined to read the newspaper. I believe you taught that in your political science 401 class.
Okay, so you're out. You lose. That's it. Go ahead and quit. Walk away. Quit.
Been granted permission by the principal to miss classes today. Would you like to accompany me as I campaign? I'll be right back.
What am I supposed to do, huh?
Big day, B.
Indeed it is. Have I received any mail?
No.
Okay.
You think you still got a chance even though the paper didn't endorse you?
Nobody thought Truman would win in 1948, but alas, he beat Dewey, despite a 3-way split in his own party.
Got my fingers crossed for you, B.
Excuse me, ma'am. Hi, I'm Zeb August from LHS Live. Today we're conducting an exit poll to get some insight in today's election. Would you mind sharing with us who you voted for?
I voted for the 2 adults.
You heard it here first. The exit polls are trending toward the incumbents. However, the polls will be open for another 5 hours, so there's still a chance for Bernie Flanagan, the hope of the high school. 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 The hope of the high
consulted various medical journals and have discovered that it is physically impossible to choke to death from swallowing your own pride. So with that, let me say...
Is everything okay, sweetie?
Yeah. Yeah, no, everything's good.
Good.
I need your opinion, though.
Okay.
What's up with this skirt?
Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
I remember standing next to Michael Dukakis in 1988. The anticipation.
This is
just like this.
As the mayor, it is my duty and my honor to read the election results. With 6,458 votes, the first open seat on the Livingston School Board goes to Mr. Ernest Del Tufo. Come up here, Ernest. Come up here. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Congratulations. So well deserved. So well deserved. And we have one more coming. With 6,071 votes, the second open seat on the Livingston School Board goes to, thank goodness, Ms. Bindu Parikh.
people have spoken.
It's a bump in the road. Abraham Lincoln lost just about every election he was ever in until he ran for president.
I'm well aware of the legendary losers who have once been in my position.
But that's not the point. The point is, those were great men. They went out in the world and learned how to better themselves. And then one day, when the opportunity came, they simply changed the world. So there is no excuse now for you not to go and get in the finest university you can find. And then, one day, when your time comes, you, sir, will change the world.
Bernard, I'm sorry you didn't wait, but there'll always be a next time.
Yes. Yes, you're absolutely right. I will live by Beckett's words. Ever tried, ever failed, no matter. Try again, fail again. Fail better.
You are a remarkable young man.
Thank you. Now, would you mind giving my grandfather a ride home? I would like to take a solo ride to clear my head.
It would be my pleasure.
Hold your head up high. Thank you for not endorsing him.
You have nothing to thank me for. You wrote the op-ed.
Well, now he's got no excuse to stay at home after high school.
Now you've got no excuse to stay home and not go traveling with me.
You sneaky little person. You want me to go to Lithuania?
Yes.
Oh, God, I can't even spell it.
Hi, Bernard.
Hi.
I'm sorry that you lost.
It's okay. We gave it our best effort.
And I'm sorry I read your mail. And for everything I said, you didn't deserve that.
No, you were right. You were right. If you didn't knock on my door that day, I'd still be living in a fantasy world. You made me a much happier person. That's why I'm gonna do this.
Honestly, I thought she was a lesbian.
I wish that were me.
Do you think maybe you could give me a ride home?
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Bernard.
Yes, young citizen.
Can I get your autograph?
You want my autograph?
He's a big fan. He wants to run for the Board of Education next year. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
No, wasn't so bad.
Shall we go?
Do you want the first seat or the second?
Second is great.
You ready?
Ready.
Veronica, will you go to the prom with me?
Definitely. I have the perfect dress.
Let's commence to coordinate our sights. Get them square to rise. Get them square to rise. Condescend to call this riot in your mind. Find yourself in time. Find yourself in time. I am waiting, should I be waiting? And I am wanting, should I be wanting? When all around me, all around me. Document the world inside your skin, the tender of your shins, the timber of your limbs. Now commence to kick each brick apart, to center on your heart, starting with your heart, right heart. I am waiting, should I be waiting? I am wanting, should I be wanting? I am hopeful, should I be hopeful? All around me, all around me. It's all around me. It's all around me. All around
I can see it in a face to you, clear as crystal in a line or two. All the hopes I wanna share with you, let me be the hook in your favorite tune. Meet me in my melody, 'cause words are sometimes hard for me. I'm just trying to make you see, my heart beats a symphony for you. My heart beats a symphony.
I'm not made for witty conversation, and my jokes sometimes come out all wrong. I can master any calculation, but simple things and me just don't get along. heart beats a symphony for you.
My heart beats a symphony.
My heart beats a symphony.
Won't you sing along with la 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 My heart beats a symphony. Lead me in my melody. 'Cause words are sometimes hard for me. Ooh, I'm just trying to make you see.
My heart beats a symphony.
Meet me in my melody. 'Cause words are sometimes hard for me. Ooh, I'm just trying to make you see. Make you see.
My heart beats a symphony for you.
Meet me in my melody. 'Cause words are sometimes hard for me. Ooh, I'm just trying to make you see.
My heart beats a symphony for you. My heart beats a symphony.
My heart beats a symphony.